Good day, folks. It's been a little while since I did a video. That's because I was on vacation. I took a trip to Winnipeg, Manitoba, my hometown. Went back to visit some family and see some things that I haven't seen in a long time. Also, of course, along the way, I bought a whole bunch of stuff, and I just want to show it to you now. I got a lot of movies. All secondhand, mostly from Value Village, all across Western Canada. I got Shogun's Ninja on DVD, never seen it. Into the Wild, I have seen this film and I did enjoy it. I'm looking forward to watching it again. Shark Boy and Lava Girl in 3D. And I had to get this one because it actually is in 3D and it comes with little 3D glasses, and I know it's a stupid, idiotic kids movie, but it is brought to you by Robert Rodriguez and the Rodriguez family. I have seen this before, and for shits and giggles, I think I'll watch it again in 3D. And I got Sky High featuring Kurt Russell, one of my favorite actors. Sky High is about a superhero high school. I have seen this before as well. I'm going to watch it again. Jack the Giant Slayer. Never seen this. I heard it's actually not bad. Don't know much about it. It's Jack and the Beanstalk. I think that's the guy that played the Beast in the X-Men movies. Jack the Giant Slayer. The Brave Little Toaster goes to Mars. Never seen this. I didn't even know there was a sequel. But yeah, I saw The Brave Little Toaster, quirky, kind of sad, very well produced animated film, and I'm looking forward to seeing the sequel. Got some Christmas movies coming up too. A Christmas Carol. This is from 1951. Yeah, I'll probably do this one from the Christmas episodes. And also for Christmas, we got Benji's Very Own Christmas Story. I did watch Benji the Hunted a couple of years ago. I'm imagining that, this is going to be a cute little dog gets into an adventure and it's for kids, and we'll see exactly how lame this is. Commando. Haven't seen this in years. I think this might be my second or third copy I actually have of Commando, but I can't pass this up. Gonna have to put this on my playlist real soon. The Beverly Hillbillies, the original Beverly Hillbillies. A couple of episodes on VHS. One about a giant jackrabbit. One about a giant chicken. Okay, well, we'll have to check that out. Classic movie here, Chinatown. Never seen this. Starring Jack Nicholson, Faye Dunaway. 1974. I'm gonna have to sit down and take a serious watch of this movie. Speaking of a serious watch, Black Robe. I saw this decades ago. Really enjoyed it. It's about, 16th, 17th century Canada. This guy's a missionary and he tries to convert all the natives, and it's all about his story and their story. And from what I remember, kind of a tragic tale, and also very interesting, very enlightening. Black Robe. Oh, another Christmas one. Robbie the Reindeer. Hooves of Fire. So I'm guessing this is a Christmas one. I'll save this for Christmas time. Amos and Andrew. I'm guessing this is like a cop thing. Buddy cop movie. Nicolas Cage. Samuel L. Jackson. How could you go wrong with those two guys? And finally I found, this is a holy grail. Golden Voyage of Sinbad. I mean, yeah, I suppose I could find this on streaming or even order the DVD if I really wanted it, but I found it on VHS, and it matches same box cover art that came with my Sinbad and the Eye of the Tiger. This one's coming up real soon. I'm going to be watching this ASAP. I found it in a Value Village in Penticton, BC, I believe. Also found some music, some CDs. I got this. This is a Pink Floyd album. It's called Adam Heart Mother. It's got a cow on it. This is a very strange, psychedelic kind of music experience. Very enjoyable, very listenable. It hasn't got a lot of banger hits on it, but all I can say is it's Pink Floyd, so it's going to be an experience. I got an album by The Trues. I only have their first album, I think. I don't know which one this is, but listened to it in the car on the way home, and I enjoyed it quite a bit. Also found Slayer. I mean, I've downloaded all these songs before. I never actually owned the CD. This is Rain and Blood. This has such classic hits as Angel of Death, Necrophobic, Criminally Insane, and of course Raining Blood, one of my favorite Slayer songs. This one is currently in the CD player in my car, and it's going to be in constant rotation for a while. Nothing more satisfying than driving around town with the windows open blasting Slayer. And then I had to get this, The Phantom of the Paradise. This is the soundtrack to the movie. This is fantastic, just like the movie is. I mean, I have the movie review actually coming up real soon, and now I got the soundtrack to go with it, and I've already listened to it about 5 times in the 3 days since I got it. Love it. And since this channel is called Andy Boy Comics and Toys, I had to bring home some comics. I got a whack of comics. I'm not going to go through them all like you might expect me to do on this channel, but let's just say I got some of my favorite series and some random ones. Some of these are going to be for sale, some of them are just bulking up my own personal collection, such as Alpha Flight. You know, Canadian superheroes, basically Canadian Avengers. I got 3 issues of that. Got some Ambush Bug. You know, Ambush Bug. The guy in the bug suit that teleports everywhere, and he's basically like Deadpool before there was a Deadpool. Then I got another one of my favorite old school series. Got some Micronauts. Micronauts were based on the toy line from the 70s, and then they were spun off into their own very Star Wars-like, also very superhero-like story. Ran for about 40 or 50 issues back in the day, and fantastic series. And I have to go through my personal collection and make sure that these are duplicates before I go and sell them. But yeah, Micronauts got a good issue. Uncanny X-Men. Coincidentally, I think I have the French version of this comic as well. I'll have to dig it out and compare the two. Swamp Thing. Now, this is the comic book adaptation of the movie, the first movie with Adrienne Barbeau. I remember it being a really crazy movie. I haven't flipped through this yet, but it's the Swamp Thing. And, of course, DC Comics being the publisher of the original Swamp Thing comic book, you know this is going to be quality. I got a Daredevil issue featuring Wolverine. This is worth a few bucks. I didn't pay that much for it, but I think I'm going to be able to turn this over for a few dollars. Incredible Hulk, annual number 9. Annual 9. It looks like almost like a Jack Kirby cover. I know it's not, but it's got one of those contest banners across the top of the issue here. I'll have to give that a read through before I decide whether I'm going to sell it or not. Then I got a Captain America annual number 4. Now this appears to be a Jack Kirby cover. Yeah, looks like a classic issue. Something to do with the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants and Magneto. I never knew Magneto fought Captain America, but here it is in living color. The Avengers. Got the Beast, Iron Man, and Hercules. They're all duking it out on the cover here. It looks like an exciting issue of the Avengers, a 30-cent cover price. And we'll have to look this one up and see what this is worth. And of course, I couldn't leave without getting some underground classics from Ripoff Press, featuring the fabulous furry Freak Brothers. So this is called Freak Brothers number 0. Adults only, of course. Lots of sex, lots of drug use in this. What more would you expect from the rip-off press? Got some Justice League. I think that's the Ultra Humanoid and Ultra Humanite guy with the gorilla guy with the weird brain fighting Superman. I got Commandy, Last Boy on Earth. This one's a little rough condition. But hey, it's Commandy, the Last Boy on Earth. West Coast Avengers. Featuring Tigra and Hawkeye and Mockingbird, and I think that's Wonder Man. And of course Iron Man in his silver red suit. West Coast Avengers. Elf Quest #1. I did actually collect this series back in the day, and I think I got about 12, 13 issues into it, and I was expecting it to be more like Lord of the Rings. And it was just, I don't know, it just got really dumb. A lot of people remember this series from back in the 80s. This is the Marvel Comics series. Got it for $2. Captain Canuck #1. This one, well, it's not exceedingly rare, but I've never actually read this one. It's issue #1. I'm gonna have to check this out. Also another #1, I got Batman Legends of the Dark Knight #1. Yeah, I think this one actually came out with like 6 different cover colors. This was during the height of the collectability craze in the 90s of comic books. Legends of the Dark Knight #1, I have read this. This is like my 4th copy of this that I've owned, but this is the purple one. Then I think I got like issue #2 of that same series. Didn't pay as much for this one, but well, let's be honest, I didn't pay very much for either one of them. Logan's Run, remember Logan's Run? This, I'm not sure if this is based on the movie or the TV series that followed the movie. Anyway, this is from the 70s. This is Logan's Run. Speaking of TV from the 70s, Battlestar Galactica, famous for, I guess, ripping off Star Wars. I mean, I don't agree with that, but, Battlestar Galactica was its own thing, if you ask me. It just happened to come out right after Star Wars and had a lot of space stuff, and so people called it a Star Wars ripoff. This is the comics adaptation of it. It's its own series. It doesn't really follow the TV show at all or the movies. And I had to get some Godzilla. Hell yeah, Godzilla. This is a reprint of issue #1. It's got like a foil cover, which explains all these weird reflections and shadows and stuff that I'm getting off of here. One of my favorite comics ever, of course. Also managed to get #4. Fights Batragon. Also then I got issue #7, where he fights Red Ronin, a big old robot. This robot actually appeared in some Avengers issues as well. Godzilla in Space, because of course. This is issue 13. Fighting some weird giant Cyclops monster, the Mega Monster. #16, where he's fighting some cowboys. And #17, Godzilla gets shrunk. How cool is that? Then I had to get, this was a complete series that I got for a really good price in Winnipeg. Shogun Warriors. I've featured Shogun Warriors comics on my channel here before, so I'm not going to flip through them. I'm not going to show you all of them, but rest assured I have the complete damn series now. So that means that all those extra ones that I showed you in that last comic probably going to go up for sale, so keep an eye out for those. And instead of just comic books, I also got an actual book. This is called Growing Up Star Wars by Kevin Doherty, local author. It's a local Winnipeg author, that is. I don't know if you've followed my channel for, well, I guess 3 years. I actually featured a couple of independent films that were produced by Kevin Doherty, also starring my friend Al from One Flight Down. This one, it's all about his experience, with Star Wars fandom. I had to check this out, and I'm seriously looking forward to giving this a read, because I mean, he is a similar age to me, and so I probably would have went through a whole lot of the same experiences growing up Star Wars as Kevin did. I also got some clothing. I got myself a Winnipeg Jets hoodie. Bought it at Costco in Winnipeg. For a real good price. I live on Vancouver Island, so the only NHL hoodies that we get at our Costco are, of course, Vancouver Canucks, but Winnipeg Jets. Go Jets, go. Also got myself a toque. Transcona. Transcona is the area of town in Winnipeg where I actually grew up. So Transcona proper is my actual hometown. So I got to represent. I found this at the Forks in Winnipeg, but I couldn't pass it up. It's my favorite color. It says Transcona on it. I will wear it with pride. Oh, and also more Jets stuff. I got a bunch of vintage Winnipeg Jets stickers here. And I also got a keychain. I already put it on my car keys with the vintage logo there. Now, I had mentioned Al from One Flight Down. He also gave me some stickers. Got one with the classic logo here. And Shakluk, my friend Al in Winnipeg, is a brew tuber. I'm going to post a link to his channel, as well as Kevin Doherty's channel, in the description of this video. And I gotta say thanks for the stickers, Al. Thanks for hanging out while I was in Winnipeg. It was great to visit over there, you guys, and I'm looking forward to coming back again. But, stickers and clothing and comics and movies, that's not all that I got. I mean, this was a long road trip, so I stopped in a lot of places. At one point, stopped in the Okanagan Valley here in British Columbia, and I got myself some dried ancho chilies. I'm gonna try this out. I'm getting seeds in there. Tastes kind of raisiny, dried fruit, right? Not overly spicy, but man, is that tasty. Looking forward to cooking with these. And speaking of produce, stopped at a dispensary in Drumheller, Alberta, and I got myself a couple of products. I got myself a little disposable vape here. This is a couple of pre-rolled. Before you go judging me, this is Canada, and this is completely legal. And yes, I bought from a reputable source and already sampled a few of this goods, and it's pretty good. Put it on the pile. Now, the last things I bought as I was waiting for the ferry to get back to Vancouver Island, I got a couple of Godzilla figures from the New Empire, from one of my favorite new movies. I got the Godzilla Evolved form. See, he's got pink scales instead of green or blue, and he's all slimmed down and buffed up, and that's Godzilla. And then we got Kong with his beast glove. These guys are pretty neat, going in my Godzilla collection, which is quite extensive at the moment, which I might need to slim down a bit, but slim down like Godzilla. I bought a whole bunch of stuff in Winnipeg and in basically all across Western Canada on the drive to Winnipeg. It was a long drive, and let me tell you, it wasn't cheap, because I also have here all the receipts and all the tickets and parking receipts and all the stuff that I bought and the hotel receipts and all that stuff. And I have to go through all this and see what kind of damage I did to my checking account. But rest assured, it was worth it. It was a great time. I got great stuff here. I had a great time visiting everybody. Had a even fun time on the road, driving through the prairies and driving through the mountains. It was a hell of a trip, and I can't wait to do it again. And thank you again for sticking around here and watching me go through all my haul here. I'm going to have some movie reviews coming up for you real soon. Maybe even some of those comic book reviews. And who knows? It's always a mixed bag when you come to this channel. but I hope it's rewarding. And thanks again, everybody, for watching and for recently subscribing and for, the comments and the likes and all that stuff. Please keep it up. Go Jets, go. And as always, have a good one, everybody.